We have the normal street racers that go out and race up and down the highways, but we also have a large group, it's actually several thousand people, go off, block off intersections. After they block the intersection off, you'll see in the references to the swingers, those are the guys who are actually doing the donuts in the parking lot. They'll go in the middle of either a parking lot or an intersection and basically dodge the car while they're trying to live stream themselves on Facebook, which is relatively idiotic. If you catch one of those guys who's doing that, the DA will generally, if you get the right DA, take deadly conduct on the guy. So they'll go in, block off an intersection, and then you'll have some high-performance vehicles go in the middle of it and drive in a circle and do donuts. And it's pretty hazardous because they have people standing in the intersection while they do it. So we're out here tonight trying to stop some of that and also make sure that we don't have any of the conventional street racing that happens along the highways, because we've had in the last 3 weeks 3 pretty serious major accidents associated with street racing on Grand Parkway on Saturday nights. They may have made me. So I can get an extra clear road. Come on, guys. Exit Clay. Come on, do it, do it. Come on. That guy's trying to get away from me. Hey, no, sir. Deputy Lear, Harris County Sheriff's Office. The reason I stopped you doing 100 miles an hour on the 70 zone.
My wife is pregnant.
Okay, so the truck that you were next to, that you kept going and doing this speed up, slow down thing with. I wish that other truck had stopped. You see, when I was trying to stop him there, I tried to get up where I get both of them. The other guy, I understand that, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're going to 100 miles an hour down the road. You can't do that, all right? Okay, all right. You have a good night. I understand that there are people who do want to go out and drive their car fast, and our primary concern is that when they do that, they don't do it on the streets. We would hope that people, due to these enforcements that we do, would take that sort of an activity and move it onto racetracks and off of the streets where they can endanger the public. This vehicle was southbound on Barker Cypress, ran a red light while involved in a race at approximately 100 miles an hour, hit a Honda CR-V that was coming through the intersection legally on the green light, nothing to do with any of this. Car inverted, hit a telephone pole, lost 2 wheels, and seriously injured the driver to the point where he had to be life flighted out of here to the hospital. As we left that scene, there was a major fleet accident where one of the units that had been set up looking for street racers on the Beltway was rear-ended by an intoxicated driver. So we went down to that, took care of, make sure the deputies were okay, the scene was being worked, the intoxicated driver was taken into custody, and all the other things that needed to be done associated with that fleet accident, and made sure the deputies got taken back home and all those sorts of things, because their car was undrivable after the accident. That's straight out of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, the Godzilla.
Yeah. Is it right-hand drive?
Right-hand drive.
Oh.
So,
Go ahead.
Glad you weren't driving.
We were just out. And,
Do you know that guy?
yeah, we're all friends.
Okay. All right. It's in good shape. What year is it?
11,900.
Okay.
I-10.
Yeah, you don't see these very often anymore. Sergeant Wynn was behind them when they lined up next to each other and accelerated in an attempt to outdistance each other, and he managed to get both of them pulled over. So the drivers of that car and this car will be arrested for racing on a highway tonight. So we had 6 street racing charges of the 9 total, and those ones are all done with a 2B warrant to be taken into custody later. We got them to pretty much pack it in by about 1 a.m. and have no real organized activity after that. So overall, I think it went pretty well, and we had a lot of units out here tonight, so it went pretty well.